Hello everybody, I'm Blazing Rebecca and welcome back to SHINRAI Broken Beyond Despair. And, some weird stuff has been going on. We've just met, Bara-chan's father, who is a total weirdo. Anyway, it seems we're going to some party thing, I guess? Question mark? No problem. I'd do anything for my cutie-wootie little darling daughter and her friends. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, fucking face! Why? Dad! Would you please stop that? At least in front of my friends. Aw, don't be embarrassed. She has every right to be embarrassed, sir. Raiko-chan should be used to it by now, eh? Oh, wait, my little sweetie. When he realized Bara-chan was already about to open the car door, Mr. Akadori quickly jumped in front of her to open himself. Just like a chauffeur, he helped her climb inside. There you go. Hop in, my princess. Oh! After she had gotten inside, mumbling to herself in frustration, I took my place next to her on the back seat. Mr. Akadori closed the door, walked around the car, and after jumping inside himself, started the engine while winking at us through the rearview mirror. It was no surprise Bara-chan suddenly seemed to be quite annoyed. I guess she actually had it even worse than me. I certainly wouldn't have wanted to be treated like this by my father. Alright, let's set on our journey, my little sweethearts. Jeez. And with that, we drove off into the pitch-black night. I know it might already be a little too late for this, but I want to take this opportunity to properly introduce myself. Yeah, 2 parts in. Shinpuku Raiko, or Raiku Shinpuku. Date of birth 14/08/1996. Age 14. Club Literature. Likes cats, peace and quiet, and reading. Dislikes ignorance, parties, and troublemakers. My name is Raiko. Raiko Shinpuku. A normal middle schooler who tried mostly to keep to herself and who didn't really enjoy parties or the like. And I certainly didn't care for something as silly as the Festival of the Dead. Yet, here I was on my way to my very first Halloween party. And what a party it was going to be. Given its theme, we expected all kinds of horrors to lie in wait for us, however. Neither Bara-chan nor I had been prepared for what was actually going to await us. Oh! Certainly was going to be a Night of the Dead. I'm pretty sure that's not a pun. Oh, here we go. You can now access the info. You can now access the character profiles and the notebook from the main menu. To open the main menu, either press the escape key or click on the right mouse button. That's what I've been doing. New notebook entries have been added. New diary entries have been added. New character profiles have been added. Chapter 1. Relaxation. It was already 10 p.m. as we continue following the mountain road under the black night sky. Richly ornamented with an endless variety of twinkling stars, some slightly bigger and shining, more vibrant than others, it also carried a melancholic full moon in the center. I'm great at English, aren't I? However, despite this giant white orb hanging above us, bathing everything in its pale, ghostly light, I could barely see anything outside the window. Only a black sea of trees and the irregular shapes of the mountains lined up in the distance. And of course the flashing lights of various vehicles passing us every once in a while at such velocity. Oh, hi! Oh! They had already vanished into the darkness behind us the moment I took note of them. Growing tired of the counting numbers of cars rushing past us, I turned back to Bara-chan, who was leaning against my shoulder, yawning. She looked as though she was about to fall asleep at any moment now, but Before I got a chance to ask her if she was okay, she quickly rubbed her eyes, righted herself, and smiled at me as if to say she was perfectly fine. Clearly she was not, but I couldn't really blame her. I would have preferred to lie down in my warm, comfortable bed and get a good night's rest myself, but it was already too late to turn back now. I threw my gaze back out the window once more, sighing with regret. To think I was actually sitting here on my way to that silly party. I still couldn't believe it. If only it had started earlier at least. Okay, so it seems like that we are on our way to a Halloween party. So I guess this is actually fitting considering this is happening in October. But who knows at what point. I mean, I was nowhere near as tired as Barashan seemed to be. But in just about 2 hours, it was already going to be midnight. And who knew how long Ray expected us to stay up? Is this the same Ray from Strawberry Vinegar? I hope so. I'm expecting a long, pink-haired girl who has a Cinderella-like attitude to show up. We definitely had a long night lying ahead of us. That much was for sure. And I had no idea if I was able to last that long, since I wasn't used to staying up so late. Then again, I guess that was the whole point. From my perspective, it only served to make it even more of a hassle. But according to Ray, having a Halloween party in the middle of the night was better for setting the right mood. The right mood for what? Besides, technically, Halloween was only starting in 2 hours anyway. Oh, so this is Halloween! Right now it's still the 30th. Oh well, at least tomorrow was a Sunday, so I could sleep as long as I wanted. The only thing I had to really worry about was whether the others were going to have too much mischief on their minds. Fortunately, it was more likely for a time roller to suddenly pop up in front of us to send me back to last week, so I could somehow prevent Baruchan from accepting Ray's invitation in the first place. Oh, if only. Oh, jeez. Okay, hi. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, hi, cutscene. Brain-dead jerk. Just because you're driving a big truck doesn't mean the road belongs solely to you, asshole. Wow. Egotistic numbnuts like that really piss me off. I hope he gets into an accident. Wow, okay, whoa. You're going a bit overboard there, Mr. Akadori. With so stubborn right. Anywho. I think we should be there soon, my little cuddly bears. So you said it's gonna be a Halloween party, huh? We never did anything fancy like that when I was your age. But is it really gonna be alright to have a party in a hotel? Oh, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, won't you disturb the other guests? Don't know, but Ray's dad owns this place and gave her permission, so I guess it'll be alright. I don't think he would have allowed this if it would cause trouble for actual paying customers. Ray planned this whole thing quite some time ago, so I'm fairly certain her father would make sure not to have any visitors this weekend. Besides, considering it lies rather isolated in the mountains, it's most likely some kind of vacation resort and not an actual hotel. And since there are no major vacations this time of year, it's unlikely for a lot of people to have made reservations. It might even be closed. I see. Guess that makes sense. So wait a moment. Doesn't that mean you'll have the entire resort to yourselves? That begs the question, will there be any adults around, or is it just you kids? I mean, my little Rose among only teenagers in a isolated hotel, far away from home. For an entire night? If some alcohol is going to be part of that equation, I don't even want to imagine the possible outcomes. We wouldn't drink any alcohol, Dad. Ray's dad would never allow that. We know very well that we're too young for that. Or do you think that we're that irresponsible? That's not what I meant, my honeycomb. I know I can trust you and Raiko-chan. I'm more worried about your classmates. True. Maybe it'd be better if I stay overnight as well and... Forget it! You be a good dad and just drive back home, alright? Aight? Besides, you really think Ray's dad would leave her unattended? She's more precious to him than his entire fortune. Of course there'll be adults around to make sure we ain't doing nothing stupid. Of course, that was a lie. Barchan knew as well as I did that not a single person over the age of 15 was going to be there. Only the two of us and our classmates. However, it was better not to give Mr. Akadori even the slightest excuse to stay with us. At least, unless we wanted to have a truly horrifying Halloween experience. Oh, nice. I don't know. Come on, Dad. You saying you don't trust me? No! Of course I trust you. It's just... Well... When I looked through the rearview mirror into Barochan's eyes, the blood instantly drained from Mr. Akadori's face as he broke into a cold sweat. His ardent love for his daughter was also his biggest weakness. There was nothing he feared more than making her angry, or even worse, making her hate him. Therefore, he usually treated her like a goddess, and the moment he noticed she was unhappy about something, immediately tried to appease her. In situations like this, he was willing to do literally anything in her command, and Barochan was fully aware of that. Others would have probably taken advantage of it, but she wasn't that kind of person. However, every now and then, it proved to be quite useful to hold such power over one's own father. I see how it is. Well, in that case, I just won't talk to you ever again. What? But Mousy, you can't do that to me. I'm just worried about you. I don't want anything to happen to you, my little cream puff. Hey, you weren't serious about that, were you? Please don't do this to me. Nobara-chan? Alright. And her face, Raiko's face. Powerless, all he could do was a deep sigh as he realized he had no choice but to resign. I promise I'll drive right back home after I drop you off, alright? Aw. Aight. And with Barochan smiling again, a big wave of relief seemed to wash over her father's face. Honestly, I felt kind of sorry for him, but having Mr. Akadori around would have been far too awkward and embarrassing for obvious reasons, so... Anywho, I just remembered. Weren't you supposed to wear costumes? That's what Ray wanted us to, but I'm too old for that childish nonsense. Oh, not surprised he was Ada, Raiko-chan. Oh my, I love it when cute little girls try to act so grown up. Wait, what? Was he making fun of me? What about you, my heartache-inducing sweetie pie? You sure you don't want to wear that okay, Dear Lord, Dad. No. Skin tight later? Let's not get into that discussion, please. Suddenly that hideous cat costume Mom had tried to impose on me didn't seem so bad. I'm your 14-year-old daughter, goddammit. Oh, come now, you know it's just a joke, my kissy poo. Even for a joke, it's still so wrong on so many levels. And there was another reason why we didn't necessarily want him to stay. Yes, it's blatantly obvious. His rather questionable and dirty sense of humor. If you could even call it that. Oh, it's way too easy to mess with you, my snuggle muffin. Maybe I'm just too good at it. Yeah, too good at creeping the hell out of your daughter, perv. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, look. We're finally there. Thank God. It's like, I'm into that. I was certainly glad that after this rather long and somewhat bizarre journey with dozens of embarrassing, strange, and sometimes downright disturbing pet names, we had finally reached our destination. Yay! I wonder what it's called SHINRAI, though. The game. Ooh, it's quite chilly out here, isn't it? When I hopped outside the car, the cold air struck me like a bolt of lightning, causing my body to vibrate violently. Okay, now I'm gonna save here, and I'll be back with more. See ya!